Alright, man, so, man, you know what it is, man. It's the kid that did, man. We splashing our fashion right now, motherfuckers. House Stuff Radio, you got to know.
What's good, y'all? This is BlaccJDaChief, and we up here live at South Stuff Radio.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Demi, got a producer live at South Stuff Radio. We got another guest on artist interviews, and today we got BlaccJDaChief, man. What's good?
What's happening with you, bro?
Shit, cool. And we've been talking about sitting down doing a little interview for a little minute, and we finally got a chance to sit down and catch up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's that?
Man, nothing much. I've been seeing you moving around lately, so let's just jump off by telling everybody some of the moves you've been making lately. I know you've been having some upcoming shows, and
Yeah, I got one August 20th. I'm gonna be opening up for Juicy J in Joplin, Missouri. I want everybody to come on down and check that one out. And then in September, I'll be in Dover, Delaware, doing the Firefly Festival. If y'all don't know about it, you read about it. This is one of the biggest festivals in the U.S. Do your research.
So talk about that, man, for upcoming artists. How do you maneuver and get these opportunities to kind of get on these festivals and get on these shows? Just talk about that.
I mean, when you do music, man, you got to put yourself out there. So I feel like with me, I've always been one of those type of people that connect with the artists, connect with the producers, connect with just anybody I'm around. Cause when you in a field like this, it's you gotta be a type of person that can connect.
Absolutely.
Cause if you on that bullshit, ain't nobody gonna try to hear what you talking about. So you gotta connect with people. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing that well over 20 years now.
So speaking of that, you've been 20 years in the game. Let's go back and kind of tell everybody how you started off and how you even got into the music game.
Well, shoot, I started doing rap when I was 13. I was doing talent shows and stuff around the town and different towns around Arkansas and a couple in Missouri and Memphis. So, it just grew with me. As I got older, I started doing more shows. My mother is the first lady of jazz and blues in Fayetteville, so she was doing shows constantly, and she was really that backbone to show me what hard working this music was doing, you dig?
So just talk about that, your mom, and just watching that early influence. What was it like just growing up, watching that role model be right in your home, and then talk about just the influence it had on Fayetteville and kind of how you see it today and how it's trying to change?
Shit, I tell you what, my mom, she is probably one of the hardest working women in Fayetteville when it comes to this music thing. I mean, she's dedicated her whole life to trying to be a part of something that makes Fayetteville shine, makes Arkansas shine. She's always put on for Arkansas like I have. You dig what I'm saying? And that's been her lifelong thing to just make Arkansas shine. So when it comes to this music and just watching her do her thing over years' time, she was training me for it. She was preparing me for it.
For sure.
So it's just like being somebody who grew up in music and getting to see all generations to the generation now. I just feel like, man, like music is that connect factor.
So maybe talk about some of the lessons that you actually learned just watching her move through the industry and just being here in Fayetteville. What were actually some of the lessons that you say, hey, I definitely took this and applied it to, what I'm doing today?
Stage presence. She was a performer on stage. She is a performer on stage. It's like she connects to the crowd. She showed me a lot, man. She showed me how to keep my breathing. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you're going to do a certain amount of songs and it's going to wear you out if you ain't breathing right.
For sure.
Then that's going to make you mess up and miss out on what you need to be doing. So she would always tell me, hey, I seen this show right here. You need to give yourself pauses, give yourself breaks. You know what I'm saying? So you can catch your breath, and then just do the verse or the line correct.
And I think that's interesting, when you look at this younger generation. I think because they take off so fast, they get a hit and then it's kind of like they're already to that stardom that they don't even get those type of lessons.
Right.
They kind of skip over that.
Right.
And would you say your mom would kind of gave you like a one-on-one artist development just kind of growing up?
Yeah, totally, for sure. I had to learn all that she could bring to the table. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm glad I learned them lessons. Some I didn't understand at the time.
For sure.
And some, hey, I'm glad she told me right on time.
For sure.
Like, yeah, she gave me a whole different perspective of the game.
So let's go back to Northwest Arkansas.
Okay.
You know, just growing up watching her, and she made, I know you know, she was in jazz, but just crossing over to hip hop, how have you really just seen the growth of just Northwest Arkansas music scene?
Well, shoot, being the first one here, it was just like, I seen a lot of the young artists that was under me starting to develop a sound. So once they started getting in their grooves, I ain't never sit here and waste time telling them hate on each other or do no bullshit like that. I would always tell them, hey, build each other up, man, because this ain't no game, man. And then when you get around new cats, they gonna want to know that you can hold your own. They gonna want to know that you solid. And if you can't prove that you solid, you ain't gonna put on a good representation for yourself or your neighborhood. So that's one thing with me. I always just try to keep them positive, even if their music is just starting out, if they have that just start out sound, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's just like, I just try to keep them positive. If I can give them any direction and they listen, they listen. If they don't, hey, can't blame me for trying.
Now, I know you speak on the youth and, you know, serving as somewhat as a community mentor.
Yes.
You know, I've seen you do, what's the word I should say? I've seen you be an activist within the community. Can you talk about some of the things that you know, kind of experienced and some of the things that you've been working for towards the Black community and just the community as a whole in Northwest Arkansas?
Sure, that's easy. I've been seeing racism at its highest in this town for the longest. And a lot of it never got seen or put in the newspapers or media or nothing like that. So now when we have these new injustices and we have these new freedoms that we have, it's just like now we're supposed to be standing up for all of the rights that our ancestors never got. We supposed to be standing up for this. And we have been so separated within ourselves that we don't come together unless it's for things like this. We need to start boosting ourselves up in a stronger manner. And yes, when I spoke at the Black Lives rallies and the marches and all of that stuff, I did it because we face injustices that everybody don't have to feel. Like, ever since this country's been a country, when have we ever had our years, our days? You know what I'm saying? But that stuff, that's over. The 400-year curse is over.
You know, speak on those injustices, because a lot of people don't know you actually have firsthand experience in what you're talking about. You know, a lot of people get up there and speak, and you know they with the hoorah and just in the moment, and you know they see everybody moving around, but just talk in about the moments that you've personally experienced.
I've been beat by police at 13, 19, 23, and 29. All of them were unnecessary. All of them were abuse of power. But because of the racial and the racism that's within the police station, it never got taken care of. Our words didn't get heard. I didn't get heard. So many people have gotten beat by police around here, but it never comes out.
So what was that like, you know, actually seeing that protest take place and what that really signified?
It felt good. It felt good. It felt like racism is dying out. Because we had the most white folks on our side in this march than we ever have any year that this country has been a country. So just the fact that alone is showing that we're heading in the right direction. We just got to get those folks to sit here and tell their racist counterparts to, you know what I'm saying, like get off that bull, because we ain't trying to live in those days no more.
For sure.
So, yeah.
So, you know, I think a lot of people forget too that, you know, rap served as that kind of middle ground, you know, when it comes to
music is freedom.
Black activism and, you know, making change. Music was one of those tools. Just talk about how you use your music, and not only your music, I know you have other businesses outside of your music that you kind of use towards the Black upliftment.
Right. Well, a song called Sirens, where I was talking about police brutality and government abusing of power. And I put it to you like this. My music was stand up for our people music. Stand up for anybody who felt oppressed just because of the color of their skin. And the type of music I make, I've made all kinds of music. I'm one of those persons, I've adapted to every type of rap there is. From the New York styles to the Cali styles, from the Texas styles, Memphis styles, Chicago styles. I pay homage to all of them. And I do it through my music, but I don't sit here and copy them. I do it my way. I don't try to copy none. Because when you listen to my music, you can't compare my music to anybody.
For sure. One thing that I think a lot of people probably don't know about you is you've been internationally, you've done shows abroad outside the United States. Just talk about your experience on the international level, and then just talk about the difference between, the love you receive in the States versus the love you receive overseas. Because, a lot of people don't know. I'm from Korea, so when people get to talking about going overseas, I know the experience firsthand.
Well, first off, I have done shows, I have done videos, and I've done interviews in Barcelona, Valencia, Madrid, London, Paris. Did I say Barcelona? Okay, like just a whole London, Paris. Like I've done a mixture of places, man, and I'm just grateful. Shout out to my dude Rolando, man. I know it is what it is right now, but hey, I appreciate everything you did, for real.
For sure. So what would you say the difference between, international fans or just the music culture versus the United States?
The international fans show so much love, man. If you are from America and you got music, take it out of the country. They love us over there, man. Don't think just because this government tell y'all we fighting shit. We ain't fighting. They fighting. They love us over there. They love all parts of us over there. You dig what I'm saying?
For sure. So before we go, man, just tell the people some of the upcoming projects you got, maybe upcoming releases, and just anything, any shout outs, anything you want to give before we head up.
Okay, I got my upcoming CD. I haven't had the chance to put it out in a long time because after my grandmother passed, I kind of chilled out and slowed down and paid more attention to the business side. But I got my upcoming album coming called BTS MTH, Born Through Struggle, Made Through Hustle. Coming out soon. I ain't got a release date for it, but you'll see it in due time. And I also have my other business going. Now this business is called the Right Move Protection LLC. And what this is I got a card where I put your license, your registration, your insurance, your VIN number. I can even put your medical health card all on one card, so there's no need for paperwork in your car anymore. Now, we have had injustices all the time, every time we get pulled over. I'm tired of it, man. We deserve better. So now with my card, instead of reaching in the glove compartment and giving him an idea that maybe it's a weapon in the car so he can get a right to shoot us, now it's just one card that when he's walking up to the car, you keep the card at 10 and 2. Card right here. Soon as he asks, license, registration, insurance, hand it to him, hand back on 10 and 2. You didn't have to grab for nothing, so he shouldn't be scared of shit. You dig what I'm saying? So when you take away the fear of the cop, then you take away him reaching for his gun. You take away him reaching for his gun, both of y'all get to go home. This is my BLM. This is my Black Lives Matter. This is my All Peoples Matter. This is everything, because it's putting equality on everybody's lives. This card is a card that if my buddy Willie Tillman would have had this card, he wouldn't have had to go reaching. He was killed at a traffic stop. How many of us have family members or friends that have been beaten or killed at traffic stops? I'm tired. I need everybody to get this card. I need everybody to invest in this black business that's putting value on us in a major way. This is the new wave of car registration. Because I'm telling you, and I don't mean to take up all of this time, but I want people to understand this. I remember I just told you what I was finna do, tell you in the car. I want people to think about this, and I mean really think about this. Say you go out of town and you take your best car, and for some reason that car gets stolen. Think about this. For a split second, don't that thief have possession of your car until you got it back, right? So that means he has possession of everything in your car, right? So that means he could reach into your glove compartment, grab your registration, see what state you in and your home address, and can go to your house because he knows you ain't there because he just stole your car to steal the rest of your stuff then, right? Now, why not have all of that information on one card in your back pocket, or ladies, your purse? And for the cheap price that I'm doing this at, I want you to understand something. What the government wants to charge you is not what I'm doing right now. It's hundreds. But what I'm trying to do, I made 3 branches: the bronze, the gold, the platinum. Bronze, $30. Gold, $40. Platinum, 3 $20 bills. You spend more on bullshit. You spend more on negative stuff every day. Why not spend a little bit of money to take care of all your information? I'm telling you, if we got a matter, this is our little bit of version to begin something great. But I need y'all to back it. But I need y'all to understand, this will cut identity theft in half. All the time that we get pulled over by police, it'll cut the time interaction in half. Talking about D-boys, trappers, all that. Think about that for a minute. You see how they treat us when they pull us over. They have us on the streets for long periods of time. With my card, it cuts that time in half, bro. Women, I know y'all feel scared because of the Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor stuff. I want to protect y'all too. This card to do it. Y'all shouldn't have to feel scared when interacting with the police. I almost fucked up. But man.
So where can the people reach you at and give out your social media so they can tap in and find out more about you as an artist and about this card that you provide?
Okay. Well, on Facebook, my name is Jason Black J Fisher. On Instagram, I'm BlaccJDaChief. And with my Photo Track 1000 business, I am upgrading my website right now, but it will be at www.rightmostprotection.com.
Well, we appreciate you coming by, man. You know, you're always welcome to slide through the studio and chop game with me.
Real shit.
So again, we thank you and appreciate you for sliding through.
Appreciate y'all for having me.